Let's now go to Gua Sha. Let's discuss diarrhea. It is divided into acute diarrhea and chronic diarrhea. The former is mostly caused by intestinal infection, whereas the latter is manifested by diarrhea repeatedly, or diarrhea lasting several months or even several years. According to the Chinese medicine, diarrhea is caused by the intrusion of the wind cold, wind heat, overeating, insufficiency of the spleen, yang deficiency, and imbalance between liver and spleen. Germ infection or toxin in food are also important causes. Scraping therapy can adjust gastric and intestinal functions and help stop diarrhea. Some patients of diarrhea are accustomed to taking antidiarrheal. In fact, some kinds of diarrhea cannot be stopped randomly, such as infectious diarrhea. Diarrhea caused by infection is a kind of manifestation of self-protection of the human body, through which some toxin can be expelled, which is beneficial to the human body. In this case, on the contrary, the application of the antidiarrheal will cover the state of an illness. Here we have the areas and the points to be used. First is the corresponding area of the stomach and the small intestine on the spine. We have bladder 20, 1.2 horizontally away from the 11th thoracic vertebra. Next is bladder 25, about 1.5 tune away from the 4th lumbal vertebra. Next we have stomach 36, about 3 tune below the knee on the outer side of the tibia. Next, stomach 37, one middle finger tune the length of the second section of the middle finger on the outside of the tibial crest, 3 tune below the Susan Lee point. Next is CB12 on the upper abdomen, 4 tune above the center of the navel on the anterior midline. Stomach 25, about 2 tune horizontally away from the navel. The projection area of the stomach and the small intestine on the body surface. We have CV6, about 1.5 tune below the navel. Recommended procedures. First, projection area of the stomach and the small intestine on the body surface. We use the surface scraping to scrape the area from up to down. Next, corresponding area of the stomach and the small intestine on the spine. Use the surface scraping and dual angle scraping to scrape the area from up to down. Next is P-shoe point and the Dachang shoe point. Use the surface scraping to scrape from P-shoe point to Dachang shoe point on the back of from up to down. Next is the Chongwon point, Chi Hai point, and Chanshu point. Use the surface scraping to scrape from Chongwon point to the Chi Hai point and Chanshu point on both sides of the abdomen from up to down. Next, Susan Lee point at the Shangju shoe point. Use the surface scraping to scrape from Susan Lee point to Shangju shoe point from up to down. Therapies to increase the curative effect. Use mild moxibustion. Direct a burning moxa stick at Tianshu point on both sides, too soon, away from the navel for 10 to 15 minutes, respectively, until warmth is felt 2 times a day. As for acute diarrhea, the C point can be chosen 3 tune below Yin Ling Kwan point, since it specially serves to cure abdominal pain and diarrhea. Direct moxa stick at this acupoint for 3 to 5 minutes, which is of a particular effect on stopping diarrhea. Thank you for your attention.